Hello everybody and welcome back once again to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 2, the Enhanced Edition. Okay. In the last session...
I'll watch your back.
Sorry. I'm still trying to figure out how to get in here. In the last session we were exploring the courtyard area of Daenerys Keep, together with here the first floor, if you will. If the floor below is classed as the ground floor, at least. And we're ready to press onwards. We are a little bit battered and bruised, but we're going to continue onwards for now. It is late, so we may rest shortly, but we'll explore the rest
That's
with
right.
our resident sneak
No one here, but very good.
and see what lies ahead. Aha. That just may be the way to get to here. Okay, so more spells that Nera will be tasked with scribing into her spellbook, still looking at level 2 spells. Next on the list, Melf's Acid Arrow. Good for damage over time, which could be useful in interrupting enemy spellcasters, but the acid damage may bypass Stone Skin, as elemental damage such as acid and fire and poison is not protected by that particular defensive spell.
You take the lead. I'll watch your back.
Alright, so we've got a rather interesting situation here. We have some statues housing what looks to be some lucrative items.
What is my task? It shall be.
And well, golems, flesh golem, clay golem, stone golem, iron golem, stone golem, flesh golem. Now, I've got a sneaking suspicion that when we take any of these,
Could find a home here if it
it's
was
going to
healthy
trigger
and
these,
balanced.
who are obviously guardians by the looks of it. And so we face a sticky predicament. However, oops, in the last session I was going through some of the spells that I'm going to be scribing into Nera's spellbook, and the very last spell that I looked at was invisibility. Now it just so happens that it's still fresh in my mind, because I'm recording this on the same day that I recorded the last session, that I said that invisibility is a spell that lasts for 24 hours unless you break it, and you can do certain things with invisibility, such as open doors, casting defensive spells, you know, little minor things. It doesn't break your invisibility. However, opening chests does. Now I don't know if looting these statues is going to class as opening chests, but it's opening receptacles, so I'm thinking it will probably still break invisibility. However, one spell is very similar to invisibility, but it has an added bonus that you can also open chests and receptacles with it, and that spell is the wizard spell Sanctuary, of which I'm sure one of them has good old Viconia. So I'm thinking and hoping, and I can categorically state I remember from my first playthrough that I did not do this. I did fight these blasted things, and it was a tough fight because of all the different resistances that they've got. I'm going to try it on this playthrough now that I know about it and see if it works. We're going to go into Sanctuary with Viconia, loot whilst in Sanctuary, and hopefully the golems will not know what the hell is going
You
on.
take the lead. I'll watch your back.
Manus potentis.
Fingers crossed. Doesn't work. Okay. That's a bummer. Oh, it does! They haven't seen me! They've become hostile, but they haven't seen me, and these guys are outside. Don't know how long it lasts, but we better flipping get a move on. Including that big mamma jamma, holy cow. Oh, that was flipping good.
On my own, consider it done.
That was
Yes.
flipping very good. Right, before we go any further, we have to be very careful how we maneuver here.
I will do my best.
Do not want to get into the line of sight of the golems. Right, before we go any further, we need to make the dog stew. We're gonna need it. There's some stairs there going down. I've got a sneaking feeling that's going into the dungeons of the keep, and therefore to help us divert the attention of the beasts that Daleson spoke of, we need dog stew, but that's not yet made. So we'll go make some dog stew. In the meantime, Viconia passing Godan some of the stuff that she's looted. Godan cannot believe it when Hexat reveals what is obviously a highly powerful enchanted axe as one of the spoils from the golem room. He snatches it from her hand and turns it over several times. He then proceeds to tell the party, rather eagerly, that they will be resting soon enough. Not because they are tired, but to allow time to pass so that his glasses of identification can recharge. He simply must know what this axe is. Okay, so changing tack slightly. A couple more spells that are on the list for Nera to learn at level 2. Mirror Image, which is almost self-explanatory as a staple wizard defensive spell. And Strength was initially on the list, particularly for use with combination with Polymorph Self and Sequencer. But I've recently read that Polymorph Self and Sequencer combos might have changed and may not work as they used to. So further research on this will be required. Poor Rex, Sparky, Rover and Spot gave their lives so that this stew might be made. Umber Hulks are the beasts in question. More than likely, at least. The final spell on Nera's list of spells to learn for level 2 is Web. Now this is a spell that entangles the enemy, potentially.
Yes, as you
It could also affect friendlies. And it's great with fireballs and skull traps, of course pinning the opponents into place before unleashing those particularly deadly spells. Similarly for Holy Smites. It is also good when combined with fighters that have free action, either through a spell or through any special items that they may have equipped, allowing them to pass freely through the web and strike down their opponents. Something is wrangling. Wait a second.
It shall be.
Wait a second. I was going to say, something is wrangling me. There's still areas unexplored, but this here, we have a key now, don't we? We have the Deanese Keep key. I'm wondering if we can use it to open this door. Until it is repaired. Ah, there's a hidden door there, but how do we get to here? How do we get in here? Am I missing a trick? It's got to be here, surely. There we go. Bloody hell. One of the reasons why I am preparing narrative and researching the variety of different spells, of which there are over 100 in this game for wizards, and that's not even including the priest spells, which I will be doing exactly the same thing for, is because it's forcing me to read up on these in more detail than I have in the past. Now, my first playthrough of this game was as a wizard, and yet a lot of the things I'm learning about these spells now I didn't know on my first playthrough. So I'm hoping that my spellcraft with Nera will be far more proficient and informed than my spellcraft with my main character in my first playthrough. Glacius. Who on earth is that? Not a clue, but he's hostile.
Consider it done.
Right, bringing the party round. Right, see if we can get a backstab on him. We're hardly in the prime condition to be fighting anybody with a modicum of skill. Let's hope we can put him down quickly. Hexat reports that there is a guard in the room ahead, but his manner is quite strange.
That's right.
Jaheira urges the party to prepare for the worst, but Godan waves her concerns away with a nonchalant flick of his hand. A lone guard? Just how troublesome can he be?
That's
He
right.
instructs Hexat
No
to
one
proceed to initiate
is
combat in
jealous.
her special way.
I hunger. Feed me.
44.
What can it be now?
For the glory of my new master, whose sorcery has shown me the way, I shall destroy you! Okay. Feel free. Destroy away, my son. Destroy away. Should probably have cast our protections, to be honest with you. If I was going to be critical, and maybe some summons. We can't really afford to take another blow here. Acid arrow.
Yes, it is.
We're going to be resting very shortly. Protection from evil.
Fear not.
Nature's
I'm watching
servant
your back.
awaits.
Bless. Should have cast these first.
That's the best you can manage.
Well, bring her back a little bit first.
What do you want, groundling?
What will you have me do?
I require
Jesus!
it shall be. On my honor. I require assistance.
Godan is looking a little bit battered and bruised here. Defender stance required.
I await your move.
Everybody's cast their spells here.
I'll help however I can.
Yes?
Ooh, he's cast a speed potion. Jeez.
What can I do?
He's a nasty piece of work, isn't he?
Yes.
Summon spider. Is that once per day? I think it's once per day, isn't it? Yeah. Maybe we won't cast that.
I am ready.
Get me some heat.
Oh my god.
Axe be bloody ready.
What is my task?
Speak your mind. Nature's servant
We're gonna need some big stuff here.
to command.
This is a lot more exciting than any circus.
I await your need.
Come on, what's going on here? Seriously.
Sharp.
We've kind of underestimated this guy because if we'd have been properly prepared, we'd have summoned some summons and done this properly.
Yes.
Failing to prepare is preparing to fail, as they say.
Fall, creature,
Get me some
and
healing.
feed the earth.
Best be paid well for this.
Oh, he's... Oh, Jesus!
On my honor, consider it done.
Barton, I've killed for less.
Is he running or is he going to attack? I don't know if he's crazed or if he's running, if he's... What is he doing?
It is a thought. Victory shall be ours. You know this.
You need something?
Yes, I need him dead, preferably.
Speak your mind.
Okay.
Didn't want to burn through the potions if I could help it, but we've got no choice here.
Nature, take the life
Be
she
quick with
gave.
it. Aye, that be sounding right.
Yes? What is my task?
Everybody keeping their distance here.
What do you want?
He didn't like that, did he? He did not like that.
Aye, I'll do as you wish.
Oh my god, that was close.
On my honor. I will do my best.
Oh, level up. Holy hell.
Yes?
Oh
Yes.
my gosh. It says full plate. Couple of potions. Oh, look at that. Flailhead acid. So if, by my reckoning, we should have the entire set of flailheads at this moment in time. Fire, acid and cold. The 3 heads. We have them. Container is full. You can only have. I think you can only. I think you can only have so many types of item in here. So like we've got 6 two-handed swords. Can't put any more in there. So I'm thinking it looked initially like great. We can put as many things in here as we want. But I'm thinking as soon as you reach the stack limit, you can't have any more of that same type of item in there. That's what I'm thinking. Right, we've got a bit of a sticky predicament, but. Bit of inventory management here.
What is my task? Very well.
Alright.
On my honor. Done.
The last room that we haven't explored on this level, by my reckoning.
You are lucky I'm here. Impressive.
Let's hope there's nobody in here. Taking a little bit of risk just storming in. Right.
Yes.
There is nobody here. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to take the opportunity whilst we're in here now. We're going to take the opportunity to take an extended rest. So get the healing spells on and completely and utterly heal up. But before we do that,
Fear not. I'm watching your back.
is leveling up. Here she goes. 4 hit points, 25 skill points, which are all going to be pumped into hide in shadows, pretty much. 80. Pickpockets 40. Open locks, a little bit of opening locks as well. 90, 100. Hiding in shadows. Setting traps actually quite useful as well. So I think what we'll do is we'll put 5 into setting traps as well. Okay. Done. Excellent job. Now it's going to be time to rest. And I'll spare you the messing around. Okay, so I'm back with you. I've rested up, recuperated, cast the healing spells, and we've made our way down now to the down the staircase that was just past the large room with the golems. So here we are now, we're assuming, in the dungeon level. I've also had my dinner, so I've had the game paused for about 20 minutes, so I've lost track of timing. But I'll just continue this session until we complete the mission. Anyway, the dog stew is going to be given to Hexat, who is now going to
I am ready.
do what she always does.
Very good.
Oh, that reminds me. We've rested, right? Yes, indeed. Which means, my good friends, as Hexat adds to her ever-growing stash of arrows, that means our glasses of identification have reset themselves, and there are many items that Godan is interested in identifying. A warhammer, for one. This amulet for 2, and you guessed it, this battle axe. He was majorly excited when Hexat brought that forth from the golem room. He was beside himself with excitement. So here we go, the battle axe. Oh, Frost Reaver +3. How very, very nice. Plus cold damage, plus acid damage. Oh my, yep. He likes the look of that. He really does. Straight into his grubby mitts. Okay. Can we get rid of that? Warhammer. The Kneecapper. +1. +4 versus giant humanoids. Of which I'm thinking trolls are classed as giant humanoids. Maybe ogres and stuff like that. +5 damage. So this is a giants and ogres. Very handy indeed. I mean, he can use war axes as well, war hammers, but he's going to give that to Kagan instead, because that's probably going to be an upgrade to his +1 battle axe when we're facing giant humanoids, even though he's not quite as proficient as with his battle axe. And finally, the amulet. A shield amulet. Armor class 4. A base armor class and +2 versus missiles. So probably best to get on mages and low. And immunity to magic missiles. So basically this is the spell shield, but a constant effect. Probably not sure you got Metaspell Amulet Influence. Don't think this is going to be useful. No. No. So it's a toss-up between having an extra 2nd level wizard spell and having that. How good is that? It doesn't even lower the armor class. What can it do? Oh, it says it there. This effect is a duplication of the 1st level wizard spell shield. Oh, it has to be activated. Ah. Right, so it's not going to give it to her because she can just free up an extra 1st level spell slot, so she doesn't have to learn shield, but I think we'll sell that, to be honest. I think we'll sell it. Container's full. How can it be full? I wonder if it's 100 items rather than 100 individual items. So, like, this is a stack of 60 bolts. So this is classed as 60 items. I'm thinking that's probably it. I really do. I'm thinking that's the issue. It's the actual number of individual items, and those multiple stack items class as one individual item. I bet you that's the problem. Yeah, that is exactly the problem. So we shall have to keep the high stack items out of the bag of holding instead. So that can now go in there, I'm sure. Lovely. As can the key to the keep as well. Right, so Godan has a new axe. Great stuff. He is majorly excited about that.
If that is what you want.
And of course, the axe in question is Frost Reaver. An axe of Ilgarth, a frost giant that terrorized northern communities long ago. It is unknown where he acquired the weapon, but he took a perverse pleasure in unleashing it upon the small folk, particularly halflings. Ice and acid maim those not killed, and the giant would laugh coldly if he recognised his handiwork from a previous visit. Ultimately, a group did manage to kill him, and at the request of his victims, Frostweaver was buried with him. Let's just hope Godan is not quite so evil-intended with it. Oh!
What is my task?
Nope,
Yes.
to Daisy. Didn't mean to do that. She's come out of shadows. Okay.
I'll hurt you if I have to.
You are lucky I'm here. Certainly.
Ooh, got a spectral troll on the loose.
Nature's servant, it
Oh,
is
this is
done.
a mess. This is a massive, massive mess.
I await your need. I am waiting.
Oh, he's down.
Fear not.
Going after Hexat. Where is she? Shahira?
Yes?
You need something? Faster than Jake. Take a fast pause.
That's the I can
To
do that.
battle and victory! A skull breaker!
Phew.
Victory shall be ours.
Yes?
You know this. Weapon has no effect. Here.
My weapon does nothing.
Right, so that needs to be hit with a +1 weapon by the
I
looks
am
of it.
ready.
I'll help however I can.
So we'll just hang fire for now.
I go.
And of course his frost axe does acid damage, so no more need really for Hexat to use her flaming arrows. Because Godan
My honor.
can come and do this.
But aye, that may sound right.
As you wish.
If he hits it, of course. There we go.
I swim in memories in such a place as this.
Yes?
Most unpleasant
Very well.
memories.
At least the spectral troll's going after Hexat, who of course regenerates. So that's not too bad at all.
I am ready. Impressive. That's right. No one here but us shadows.
And here be the Umber Hulk guards.
That's right. No one here but us shadows.
Aha! This cell appears to be where the Umber Hulks gate entrance to the castle. Several stew pots lie in the tunnel area. So this appears to be the feeding area. So time to place the dog stew. Did that work? Oh, I've just picked up dog bones. Oh dear me. Oops. Might be wise to vacate the cell.
That's right.
Don't have to tell.
No one here but
Don't have to
us
tell her twice.
shadows.
Yeah. The occasional dead body. Right, so they vacated this area, so we're going to shut this door. And that door. And hopefully they'll be preoccupied feeding there for a little while. Look how quickly her health regenerates. It's awesome. The second weapon picked up by Hexat of some note, of course, was the kneecapper, or affectionately known as Kappa for short. A weapon that is well known in dwarven circles, so Corgan has probably heard of it, rumoured to have been forged by Clangeddin himself. A weapon he gave to a small clan of homeless dwarves that they might carve a place for themselves amongst giants and ogres in their area. Ooh, enchanted studded leather armour.
That's my task done.
Alright, bit of inventory management required now. Do bear with me. So we've got a crap ton of stuff here. So we just fed some dog stew to Umberhulks. Umberhulks are rather hideous monstrosities. Their armour as thick as full plate, 4 eyes, huge 8-inch mandibles, and mouths filled with several rows of triangular, very sharp teeth. They have large claws that they use to tunnel through rock, hence they live deep under the earth, particularly in the Underdark, so Vaconia should be well accustomed to them. They look like something between a cross of a gorilla and a beetle. Now, they are commonly viewed as unthinking brutes by other races, but this is a misconception. They are capable of rational thought and forward planning. And what do they eat? Purple worms and ank eggs and other similar underground creatures. But rather frighteningly, they greatly enjoy the taste of humanoids.
You are lucky I'm here. That's right. No, very good.
I smell you. I do. You bradunk. No be hiding on Torgal.
Okay, so Torgal can smell Hexat approaching, even though she's hidden in shadows. And, this is obviously Hexat speaking rather than Godan, who's hidden around the corner at the moment. And given her nature, I'm thinking she's most likely to be picking this option. Yeah. I'm just thinking in the back of my mind that the fact of the matter was, the reason that why they are here is because they're trying to extract information from Lord Dearnis about a cache of gold. I don't think we're going to be able to sort of bargain with them around that kind of information, so yeah, she's just going to state it plain. She is not going to stand aside here whilst these low-life scumbag trolls dare mock her. Come and die, she states. You grand pal, no tell me what be done. None but stronger tell Torgal what fregrut be done. Who used to say to rock smash back? Okay. I was expecting him to attack without further word, but he's delaying. Maybe he's a little bit fearful. Maybe he's never been spoken to like that before. Okay, so I think Hexat's getting the feeling that these people here perhaps might not be here of their own volition, and in fact they are here on somebody else's orders here. So just probing that particular line of questioning. Who is ordering you about? Why are you here? You think me stupid? I tell you nothing of stronger than us. Should have learned with other Gruthguards paid to go by stronger. Now you die here and bones will feed. Right. This is going to be I did say, was it this session or the last session? I can't remember. Anyway, this is going to be one of those times that I'm going to be experimenting with my little cheesy tactics here. So what we're going to actually do is we're going to have
What can I do?
Aerie cast improved invisibility. She's going to block this doorway, and we're going to see if we can use that little tactic I told you about in the last session. Meanwhile, Hexat
Fear not.
needs to
I watch
run.
if that is what you want.
On my honor. As you ask.
It's a lot more exciting than any circus. I'll do it.
Uh-oh.
That's the best you can manage?
Run, love.
Ha! That's how it's done.
Yeah, look, they're all blocked now, you see. I'm thinking they're probably going to be immune to decent weaponry, so we're going to put on our +1 weapons. All characters. She's going to use her boomerang dagger, of course. Right, we're going to use that. That might have reach. Does it have reach? I don't know. We'll see. And in fact, these are not +1 weapons, though.
Yes.
Let's see what your guts be looking like.
Oh my god, look at that! He managed to hit Aerie. I completely didn't see what happened there. Did he see her? Well, he could smell, couldn't he? He could smell... Oh, that's bugged me now. That's really bugged me. Oh. Did I have Aerie attack by mistake? No, Godan attacked, Viconia attacked, Jaheira attacked. Aerie was stood there in improved invisibility. Maybe that doesn't work then. Okay.
What is my task?
You live and learn.
Let's see what your guts
On my
be
honor.
looking like.
It shall be.
An unfortunate loss, but not
Fall,
a fatal
creature,
one.
and feed the earth!
I am good.
A solid hit.
Come on. There we go. There we go.
Yes.
So he's down, but he did have some minions. Torgal is dead. Any remaining trolls will likely flee without a leader. As well as the Yarn-T as well, perhaps. Go back to the palisade and tell everyone about the success. Okay, so, yeah, Aerie's dead.
What is my task? Consider it done.
Kind of fitting, really, because we're leaving Aerie behind very shortly, because we're going to Neera's wild mage outpost right after we've finished up here. So she may end up being dead permanently.
On my honor.
And in a rather cruel
Yes, Abil.
twist of fate, perhaps.
Yes, it shall be.
A very, very cruel
Trust us for the food. Dead.
twist of fate.
What is my task? Consider it done.
We have everything off her dead body. Yeah. Poor little old Aerie, who has been nothing but a thorn in our side with her goody two-shoes ways, perhaps one of the last winged elves known in existence, is about to be left here to rot by Godan. She is now permanently dead.
On my honor, I will do my
Cannot
best.
resurrect her as we've removed her from the party when she's dead. So she has now been laid to rest here so that her squawking can no longer be heard. Peace at last.
Yes? Yes.
There should be 2 more trolls in here though, right? Unless they've actually fled now that Torgal has died. No, giant trolls. Right, okay. I'm not out of the woods yet. But this is fine. This is perfectly fine. We should be okay. We've killed their leader. We can kill a couple more giant trolls. Not an issue.
Let's see what your guts be looking like.
What is my task? On my honor.
With vengeance!
I require assistance. Yes.
What on earth is going on here? How dare you?
I'll do as you wish.
There we go. Goodness me. Healing!
Speak your mind. I am yours to command.
What is my task? On my honor. Done.
Aha. Looks like Lord Dearnis has bit the dust. We are too late.
Yes.
Which does not make Godan happy, because does that mean that our reward is forfeit? We sincerely hope not. $2,000 gold though in here. It's not a bad haul at all.
I had to drop your item on the ground.
Why is your inventory full? Oh, we are carrying loads of this stuff from Airy. Just quickly. This is all going to be transferred to Nera, of course, so I'll sort that out a bit later. Get them to Jaheira. Sort this out very quickly. Bear with me. Good stuff. Good stuff. Right. Okay. Yep. A couple of little bits and bats.
What would you? If that is what you want.
What is my task?
So there's one last piece of business to do in this keep, and then we're going to go outside to the palisade and see if we can negotiate a reward. But the Flail of the Ages is ready to be crafted, right? We have all the components, the 3 flail heads. So, yeah. See you later, Airy! It was a nightmare knowing you. So here we go, the Flail of the Ages awaits. You place a part of the flail into the forge, and the work begins. The hammer begins to pound as invisible forces bring up a chain to attach the magical wall. The flail is ready. Have we done it? Have we got it? Yes, the Flail of Ages, +3. Nice. A 33% chance of slowing the target. It's a +3 weapon. Acid, cold and fire damage, does crushing damage. Very nice weapon. Nobody's proficient with flails, I don't believe. I could stand corrected on that. I don't think anybody.
Victory shall be ours. You know this.
Warhammer Mason Sling. So, yeah. Possibly not a weapon for this party. But we'll keep it.
On my honor.
Or will we?
Yes.
Because we know that Godan likes money. And if that weapon's going to bring a lot of coin his way, considering he is not a man to wave a flail around like a hooligan, he prefers the much more refined hacking and slashing of an axe, maybe he would prefer the coin to lugging the weapon around. I'm thinking that's more than likely to be the case. Right, we're going to go out through the front doors now. Uh-oh. What? Just what is the captain of the guard doing?
Yes? Done. What is my task? As you ask.
Why are there still people alive here?
It shall be. Yes, consider it
I
done.
need to pull their damn fingers out. Get work done. Oh, Lady Delcia is here as well. Captain Arat, Lady Delcia, and Nalia.
You've done it? They're all dead? What of my father? Is he well?
Pal, Godan trying to break it with a little bit of sympathy here. Again, still thinking about the reward. Offering his apologies. We were too late despite our best efforts. Unfortunately, he was dead when we got there. Dead? He is? I'm sorry. I must take a moment to collect myself. You have been most kind. Please, let me pay you what I can, and then... Yes, well, less talking, more paying. Oh no, I don't suppose I could convince you to remain here for a while. I really need... No, it is my own problem. I'll deal with it as best as I can. Well, considering that she's only given us 650 gold, Godan is really going to be finding it very difficult to hold his tongue. But maybe she has another offer for us here? Yes, ask away. Although he's probably getting a little bit curt with her now. This has rankled him a little bit. Spit it out! It's a very awkward situation, and I'm not quite sure if I'm ready to deal with it. I don't have much choice, though, now that father is gone. I am betrothed, you see. Yes, some powerful associates of my father wrote me into that tired custom. I am to wed a brat of a man named Isaiah Ronal. I think father regretted it, but that is the way wealthy families gain status in business. He seemed quite willing to stall the inevitable, but now that he is gone... Yes, and how does that concern me, and does it involve me getting any sort of recompense? The Ronals, mainly Isaiah, have been pressuring. They knew I was the only heir, and traditionally, titles fall to a male. I fear Isaiah will take control and abuse our wealth. Okay. I'm still wondering how this concerns him. I have worked to forge a relationship with those beneath me, but it will not continue with the Ronals in power. They are snobbish, snooty, and oh so arrogant. Yeah, well, Godan is not going to admit that. Yeah, again, as I said, still quite harshly wording his request now. I need a way to get out of the betrothal, and I need to do it soon. They respect the old traditions, and I think I know a way to use one to our mutual advantage. What is she proposing we do? I think Godan's losing his patience. How about I just put an axe between his eyes? That'll solve your problem. No, I don't think he is villainous enough for that. No, he is merely morally repugnant, not a criminal, at least to my knowledge. No, what I really wish is to take advantage of an old tradition where a fighting soul would become the lord of a manor once the current lord has passed on. You are versed in combat. You would be an impressive obstacle to Isaiah. I ask that you assume title to the Wait just a second. You assume title to the keep. You will be a figurehead, and I will be a ward of sort. What is she proposing? She's proposing that we beat this man in combat, and by beating him in combat, we gain the title of Lord of the Deanese Keep? I mean, Godan has got Godan's Tower in Baldur's Gate region. And now that we have moved to Arm, could we soon to be Lord of Godan's Keep? His property empire ever expanding? It is my right as heir to choose who shall lead. I do not know if I could stand before the Ronals, but you, with your talents, would prove a daunting figure. Of course I would, Godan saying, puffing his chest out now. To be Lord Godan Firehammer? Sounds good to me, he says. As well you should, and it is a natural progression. It's not uncommon for a fighting soul to take possession of a keep when the Lord is dead. Yes, just get to the nitty-gritty. How do I... Let's do it now. Let's just get cracking now. Why waste time? I want to be a lord now, he's thinking. Please, this will ensure that the Ronals do not take control of my home. They are oppressive nobles and will not direct this place in a way that will honour my father. Love, you're asking the wrong man. If you're concerned about how the Ronals are going to look after your father's keep, wait till you see what Godan does when he's lord of it. You'll be wishing you never asked him to do this. Oh dear me. Yes, Godan, bit of a white lie maybe. We'll see this place run proper, we accept the offer, and we shall get rid of those that stand in our way. Wonderful! Now they can't force me out. You are master of this place within reason. I remain the sole heir and can take away what has been given. When we assume to the title of the Lord, it won't be stopping us, my dear. Once it's all signed, the contracts are signed over. Until then, we'll play all nicey-nicey. Shall we go? No need to wait around, though you are welcome to organise the place as you see fit. The servants will return to this place to order. What the hell is happening here?
Greetings to you, Your Grace. I understand from Mistress Nalia that you are to be the new proprietor of the keep and the surrounding farmlands, yes?
I did not have this happen in my first playthrough. I have not seen this in any other playthrough. This is new to me. And it's exciting. Godan is becoming Lord of the Keep. He's been taking advice from Mr. Fedoran, I think. Yes, that's right, Godan saying, in his most confident, authoritative tone. Very well then. I am the major domo of the castle, or at least I served as such under Lord Deanese. I am certainly willing to serve you in the same capacity. I can vouch for him, Godan. He served my family for a long time, and and there's nobody else really who can do his job around here anyway. As the lady says, I suppose, I run day-to-day operations in the keep, handling servants and any minor problems that occur with the farmers or others on your land. I also ensure that taxes are collected and kept in the coffers here. If you wish to change taxes from how they were under the Lord Deanese, just tell me. A large amount of the coin will go into rebuilding the keep's depleted force of men-at-arms and into maintaining the keep and its staff. But I estimate you will still gather, say, 500 gold pieces per... Is that all? 500 gold pieces a week? We can earn that in an hour, whopping the heads off bandits and stuff. If you wish to access that, you have but to come to me. As for the major decisions, well, I suggest you return at least every couple of weeks. If there is anything critical, a runner will find you if they can. There is nothing that requires immediate attention. The servants will be cleaning up, and I am sure funeral arrangements have yet to be made for Lord Deanese. Have you any questions? Yeah, is there any money in the coffers right now? Ever a man of getting to the important questions first. The trolls took a lot from the keep as far as I can tell. Unless you found some of these things while you were recovering the keep, there is nothing. But if you wait a week or so, the crops of the farmers will start making profit. As I said, 500 gold is the average that Lord Deanese gathered through taxes. Yeah. How big is this land? Well, I am sure you have seen the keep itself. You also lord over a large area of surrounding land. There is There are no settlements per se, but there is rich farmland. Lord Ernie's always got on well with his people, as did most of his forebears. It is peaceful here, usually. You should have little problem, I would think. Yeah, so the keep is all mine? Yes, my lord, all yours, as Mistress Nalia stated. A few servants remain, and some new ones have been hired. You are free to explore as you will. Wow. Yeah. I want to raise taxes. Forget the farmers and their ways, and probably going to kick off and, oh, they don't like the new lord, but I want to raise the taxes. If you wish, I can certainly arrange for a levy to be applied. The men can gather the funds quickly and have the coin here, but, the people have just recovered from invasion. They will do as you say, my lord, but they can't afford much. Are you sure about this? Okay, no. What we'll do is we'll lure him into a false sense of security for a couple of weeks, and then we'll return, and then we'll put the taxes up. You know. We're not in desperate need of coin, and it's only 500 gold a week. So, yeah. Okay, fine. Going soft in his old age. I'm relieved to hear that. The Ronals will bleed the land dry, and I know that this is what the people most feared of them. Yes, we'll play nice for a couple of weeks, but when I return in 2 weeks, the taxes will be raised. Okay, no further questions. As you say, Lord Godan Firehammer. Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? I am sure you can find your bedroom if you wish to stay the night, and arrangements can be made for your friends. Lady Nalia, of course, shall remain here in her old quarters. If you wish to speak to her, I am sure you will be able to find her there. And, Lady Delcia, I most certainly will not stay here. You cannot expect me to spend another minute in this place with these ruffians. Auntie, Godan saved our keep from being overrun by trolls, and he is helping keep our home from being taken over from the Ronals. That may be so, dear niece, but that does not mean he possesses any noble blood to rule this land. I would sooner see an acceptably noble Ronal rule here than this impostor. Do not think you truly rule here, Godan. Be proper noble hands will return. I consider my home to be no better off than when it was occupied by the trolls. Near apologising. It's my right to do as I wish with the land, and I trust you. She'll get over it. I'll be in my room if you need me for anything. If you need anything else of me then, my lord, do not hesitate. I can usually be found here in the audience chamber. Right. This was definitely a massive, unexpected twist. So, Okay, so what we'll do, what I'll do off camera is I'll have a quick run around here and see what's going down, see where all the different quarters are, where our bedroom is, and have a bit of a nosy about. And then in the next session, it will be a live stream, so we'll see what's going to happen in that. But after we've done here in the keep, we are going to head out to find Nera. So, yeah, you are now looking, my friends, at Lord Godan Firehammer. And you can bet your bottom dollar he will be enforcing that people call him by his proper name and title. Until next time, see you soon.